Hello, students. Oh, touching my face! So, if you watch the introduction video, you know that I'm going to do a quick little, like, 4 minute, 5 minute video talking about some books that are possibilities for summer reading. You can read any of the books in the videos for summer reading, and I'll have a big list available to you, when summer comes. But for now, what I would like you to do is fill out the form underneath this video and let me know what you think of these books and if you know any other books on the subjects that I'm talking about, which today is horror and sports. Ironically, they go hand in hand as the two genres that I never read. So I am going to talk about these a little bit. And while this is not a required assignment, I was reading my journals from high school while I was rearranging this room for my bookcases. I've got the whole stack right there. And if, let's say, a third of the junior class, that would be 100 kids. You know what? Not even 100, 75 kids. If 75 kids fill out that form, I will read the unexpurgated diaries of myself in the year of 1981. Diane and Billy get together, and I may or may not tell Kenny that I love him. You won't know unless you fill out the form. The first book I'm going to show you, I have not read. Oh, that's very glary. There we go. Head Full of Ghosts by Paul Tremblay. Paul Tremblay, who I believe graduated from Beverly High School. If did not graduate from Beverly High School, he is a Beverly writer. I haven't read this book, but Ms. Taylor said, "Hey, have you read that book? It's really scary." And I was like, well, I could try to read it, I suppose. Like, it's actually set in Beverly, and it's about this family, and apparently their daughter is demon possessed, and they had a reality show about it. And then later, one of the kids is now a grown up. I don't know. I read like the first 12 pages and it was ominous and I couldn't keep going. But I will if it seems like something that you guys would like. And then there's also this one. My favorite thing is monsters. Actually, my favorite thing is not monsters. I would say one of my least favorite things is monsters, or are monsters, if we're being, grammatical about it. But this is a hugely popular book. It's got scary stuff in it. But it's a graphic novel, and it got great reviews. Ah! Look! Look! They're coming for you! And then I have a nonfiction book, which is by Caitlin Doherty. Doherty or Doty? I don't know how you say her name. But it's called Will My Cat Eat My Eyes? And I did actually read this book, and it's like all kinds of questions. Okay, I'm going to have to do some reading. So, this Will My Cat Eat My Eyeballs? Some of the questions that they ask are what would happen to an astronaut's body in space, which was really funny. Can I keep my parents' skulls after they die? These are the hard questions. Will my body sit up or speak on its own? Can I preserve my dead body in amber like a prehistoric insect? Um, and of course, the ever popular, will I poop when I die? Can you donate blood? Can people donate blood after they die? Which I found very interesting. And then there's some stuff about cannibalism and bugs, and it's a lot. But actually, it's really interesting because it's written sort of for little kids, not little kids, but like probably middle schoolers. So it's actually really interesting. Sort of books that I really am not a huge fan of are sports books. Sometimes I'll read them, sometimes they're great. So this year we've got a couple. So Hooper is actually fictional, and that's by Jeff Herbach. And it is about this kid, Adam, who was in an orphanage in Poland and moved to Minnesota, and he starts playing on this really select team with the best players in the state. He's all excited about basketball, and then something happens. I don't know what. If people think they'd be interested in a book about basketball, a fictional story, let me know. I'll read it. I'm not afraid. And then we've got another basketball one, Basketball: A Love Story, which is there was an ESPN film series about this, and they've put it together in a book. So that might be something that people are interested in reading. There are all kinds of familiar basketball people who I do not know who are interviewed in this, and it's supposed to be great. So if that's something that you might be interested in, Basketball: A Love Story, I would be happy to take a look at that for the list as well. Then I have two books that I actually have right here, so I can take off my reading the internet glasses and put on my normal person glasses. And I've got this one, which I actually started reading. If These Walls Could Talk, it's stories from the Boston Red Sox dugout, locker room, and press box. So it's these two guys, Jerry Remy and Nick Cafardo. Jerry Remy is called the Rem Dog. And then Nick Cafardo is a globe writer. Anyway, the two of them got together and tell stories about the Red Sox, conveniently available in paperback for people for whom that makes a difference, which is a fair amount of people. So this one might be a good one if you're a Sox fan. And then the other one, Homegrown, this one just came out, but it looks really good. It's another Boston Globe reporter. These Boston Globe guys are obsessed with the Red Sox. So this one is how the Red Sox built a championship team from the ground up. So if you want to know how to build a championship team from the ground up, this would be one to read. All right, that's all I've got. Actually, you know what though? There is one scary book that I like. Oh my lord, it's so heavy. The Stand by Stephen King. It's how do I put this delicately? About a global pandemic that gets out of hand. But it's basically he brushes through that in the first 100 pages. I've read this book every summer since 1983. It's really good. But it's basically, oh, you can even see from the cover, good and evil fighting it out for what's the leftovers of mankind. It's basically, the world ends. Pretty much everybody expires, and the survivors, the good guys, go to Boulder, Colorado, and the bad guys go to Las Vegas, as they always do, and they fight it out for, the souls of who's left. Anyway, if you've never read this and you've got, a few weeks off of school, I highly recommend it. All right, if anyone would like to borrow my copy of The Stand, I will loan it to you. So email me and I will get it for you. All right, so fill out the survey below. And if I get 75 people, you'll get the dirt on Billy and Diane. That did not end well. Just saying. All right. Hope you're having a good day, and I will see you tomorrow.